Hello, I'm Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm actually going to go through some of my favorite products for curly hair, or at least for my curly hair. And I'll talk a little bit about each one. Not a whole lot. I want to do this really quickly so it's not a super long video. So let's get started. My first one is the Ouidad Ultra Nourishing Cleansing Oil Shampoo. I really like using this shampoo. I find that it gives me a really good cleanse. It also keeps my hair from feeling really dry afterwards. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. It's really moisturizing and cleansing. And I do have an oily scalp, and this does not make my oily scalp any worse. I absolutely love this. And then my next one, I don't have any massively favorite conditioners at the moment, but as far as like for a leave-in conditioner, I do have an absolute favorite, and that is my Ouidad Whipped Curls Daily Conditioner and Primer. This can actually be used as a rinse-out conditioner or as a leave-in. I use it as a leave-in. I absolutely love it. It seems like it would be a mousse or be foamy because of the nozzle here, but it isn't. It comes out a nice cream. I would show it to you, but I don't want to waste it because it's not cheap and it's really good, and the cap is coming off. So anyway, I like that because it gives me a great balance of moisture and protein in my hair, and I just find that it's the one that I reach for almost every single time that I wash my hair. I put that in right after I rinse out my conditioner while my hair is still really wet, because I find that it distributes it more evenly when I do it that way. So especially with thicker, because it is a little bit thicker and creamier, I find that it distributes quite nicely. And then I style my hair afterwards. So I really like that one. So another one that I like as far as curl creams, the best one that I found so far that I really like is this one by Verb. And this is actually one that some people can use as a one and done product. It does create a cast, which I do like products that create a cast. However, for me, this isn't quite enough hold to be a one and done product. So I do like to combine this with another product to give me that little bit of extra hold. That's just personal preference. It's just what I like. But I do really like this curl cream. I find it to be moisturizing. I find that it enhances my curls very well and defines them and looks really good. It just needs a little extra hold. And for that, what I like mixing with it is this AG Mousse Gel. This is another one of my favorites, and this has been one of my favorites for years now. I do really, really like this Mousse Gel, and it does give me the hold that the Verb Curl Cream does not, so I like to use the two together. So I'll put in the curl cream and then I scrunch this in afterwards, and I find that those two together gives me a nice amount of volume while still holding and defining my curls. So I really like both of those. Now, my absolute favorite gel, hands down, is the Ouidad Vital Curl Gel. This I find gives me a great gel cast. It also adds some moisture, so my hair never ever feels dry at all with this. It doesn't get flaky. It's just a really, really good gel. It is very liquidy in consistency, which I happen to like. One of my other ones that I like and have liked on and off for years, probably since I was in cosmetology school in the early 90s, is the Violage Styling Jelly, which is, or gelée, I don't know, however you pronounce that. But anyway, that's another liquidy gel, and it is very similar to this, but I might like this one just a touch more because of the moisturizing properties, but I do like how it gives me a nice hard cast to hold my hair, and yet it gives me a lot of shine and a lot of moisture, and my hair feels nice and soft. So this is hands down my favorite gel. Now, my next favorite is a curling custard. So this one is Kinky Curly. I do have another one that I like. It's a Ouidad one, and I like that with their Silky Souffle, and I like the combination of the two. But for a product that is close to being a one and done for me, this one is probably it. And I don't say that lightly because I'm not a big one and done product person. I like to layer products for many different reasons. I will be doing a video on product layering to explain the different reasons why I like to layer products. But the short story is that I most of the time one product isn't going to do everything that you need it to do. So I find that mixing and matching different products and layering them together definitely helps with that. So, but this one comes pretty close to being a one and done product. I find that this gives me a lot of moisture. My hair has a lot of shine. It just looks, the curls are defined. They look gorgeous. It does leave a hard cast. Some people don't like that. I don't mind it. I don't mind if it takes me 20 minutes to scrunch out the cast. What I wind up with because of that is nicely defined curls that are pretty close to being frizz-free on wash day, and then they stay that way for a while afterwards. Not that frizz is necessarily a bad thing, but I would much rather start off my wash day with as little frizz as possible, so then that way by the time I get to my next wash day, I don't have like a big massive blob of nothing but frizz. So I don't mind a little bit of frizz, and this definitely keeps down the frizz. The only thing I don't like about it is the scent. It smells kind of like vanilla cake or vanilla buttercream frosting or something. I don't know, something like that. It's very sweet smelling and it's strong, so it lingers on your hair for quite some time. And I normally really like fragrances. I like perfumes. I wear perfumes all the time. I have way more perfumes than any one person needs. But I want to be able to smell my perfume and not smell only my hair product. And since my hair is always, you know, around my face and swishing around, this is what I smell the most when I wear it. But otherwise, I really, really like the definition and the moisture and all of that. The only other thing that it doesn't do for me is give me a lot of volume. But considering everything else that it does for me, that's fine. But for the most part, like, this is almost a one and done. I do like to also mix it with the AG Recoil. This is actually the older packaging. I've had this tube for a little bit. I find that this is very curl enhancing, and I like the two of them together. This can tend to dry out your hair because of the magnesium sulfate, and this is very moisturizing, so the two together work really well. So another product that I like to use is the Aquage Working Spray, and I've used this bottle for years and years. I just buy the refill of the Aquage Working Spray and keep refilling the same bottle. I really like this working spray. I use working spray when I wear my hair curly. I don't use it as a finishing hairspray to hold my hair in place. What I like to do is I like to put it on my hair when it is wet, just before I go to diffuse. And I find that it helps hold my curls in place, especially if I'm using like really light hold products that I like everything else that they do, but they just don't have enough hold for my hair and for what I like. And I find that putting this on wet hair and then diffusing it helps to keep it from getting as frizzy when it's diffusing, and also just helps really hold my curls in place. This is something that I would have used for the combination that I put in my hair today. I am trying out Just a Curl products right now. I would use this spray with those two stylers to give me then the hold that I need to get me through to my next wash day. And like I said, I put it in before my hair is dry. I put it in when it's wet, just before I diffuse. If I really need some extra hold because the products that I'm using just don't have any, I will sometimes stop midway of diffusing and spray a little bit more in. I find that it doesn't weigh my hair down. It doesn't feel like really build-up-y. It doesn't make my hair feel dry, and it doesn't interfere with how my curls form. So I really like the Aquage Working Spray. One of my last products here is the Verb Ghost Oil. I really like this one for scrunching out the crunch and for smoothing down my frizzies. So I find that it just works really well. It's really lightweight, so it doesn't weigh my hair down. And I do have other oils that I also like. Moroccan oil is a really big one that I absolutely love and have used for a very long time. But this one has actually even surpassed that one, just because that one tends to get a little too heavy sometimes, which isn't a problem. If my hair is being extra frizzy and fluffy and not in a good way, then I will use my Moroccan oil. But for the most part, I have been using the Verb Ghost Oil to scrunch out the crunch and to seal everything. And I usually, at the end of diffusing, I will just put one pump in my hand, emulsify it, put it over the top of my hair, smooth it over, and then I sit and scrunch with a very small amount left on my hands. I'll sit and scrunch out all the crunch, and then I'll fluff, and it works beautifully for that. And like I said, it does not weigh my hair down at all. So it helps smooth down the frizzies and tame those, and doesn't weigh my hair down. So my last product that I have on my favorites list is my Ouidad Clean Sweep. You might notice there's a lot of Ouidad products here. I've mentioned this is my 4th one now. I do really like their line. I like almost every single product that I have tried from their line. They don't have a clue who I am. They didn't send me any of this. They're not sponsored. It's just stuff that I've been using now for a while, and I just really, really like their products. So this one is their, like I think I said, their Clean Sweep Moisturizing Dry Shampoo. And the reason why I like this is because it's actually a wetter dry shampoo. So it doesn't produce the powder that some of the dry shampoos typically do. I don't like that powder because a lot of times it's lighter in color. It'll be white, and I have dark hair. I do have a Moroccan oil one made for dark hair, so it's a little bit darker, but the powder is still pretty visible. And it's one that I would use more when my hair is straight, so I can brush the powder through to get it out of there, which I'm not going to do when my hair is curly. And so one of the other things that you can do with the, if you find that you really like how those dry shampoos perform, but you can't brush it out because you're wearing your hair curly, and brushing it out is gonna ruin everything. What you can do, and what I used to do, even when I would use it when I was wearing my hair curly, would be to use it the night before and put it in there, and then scrub at the roots and leave it in overnight. And I would find that would really help with that powdery residue, because what was left in there would help suck up some of the oil that would come through or be produced overnight, and the two would take care of each other. So you'd wake up with relatively clean looking hair. Like, it wouldn't be greasy and it wouldn't be powdery either. But this I like because it's wetter. So, and with curly hair, that's fine. Like, I don't mind spraying this on and having it be wetter at my roots because I'm wearing my hair curly anyway. So all it's gonna do is just cause my roots to curl back up, especially if they've been flattened out from having been slept on. So I'm totally fine with that. So that's one of the reasons why I like this, is that it's wetter, it doesn't leave that powder there, and it does make my scalp feel nice and fresh and clean. And so I just spray it right up into my roots, usually where you're gonna see it mostly. But if I feel like I really need it everywhere, then I'll kind of spray underneath here and there where I feel like it needs to be done. I scrub it in like I would be scrubbing shampoo, and then I just let it dry, and I do any other refreshing as needed after that. But this is definitely one of my favorites, and I really like that. So this was my favorite products for styling products. I do have other products that I like that are tools for curly hair, but as far as styling products, these are definitely some of my favorite styling products. I have a lot of products that I really love, but these are probably the ones that I reach for the most. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this, leave a comment if there's anything that you would like to see, or if you just want to say hi, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.